this is my late night special tonight. We can talk about anything from crocheting to cooking to real life. So, how is everyone doing?
Baby.
Hold that thought, y'all. My food's here. My food was supposed to be here half an hour ago, but apparently not. But oh well, I got my food. But how is everyone this fine, lovely evening? Trying to. I don't got my mouse tonight because I left it upstairs. Because I unplugged my mouse. Hey, best friend. Oh, there we go. I figured out how to do it. There we go. Tonight is a late night special. We can talk about anything from everything. Sorry about my hair. I did not get nothing on my head tonight. Normally by this time, I've normally got my hair wrapped up with something, a scarf, a bonnet, something, but not tonight. And give me 1 second. I have to go over to my YouTube site. So whoever's in my basement, give me a second and I'll let you up shortly. Give me 1 second. Whoever's there, give me 1 second. Because I do not want to get flagged about my live today for some of the topics that we're going to talk about tonight. So give me a minute, whoever's in my basement.
I want to run your contracts. I want to be your eyes and your ears. I want to be your new cyber guy.
I meant to do it before I came on, but nope, that didn't work. There we go. Hey, best friend.
It's a good thing you changed the age.
Best friend, really?
It's Friday night.
That's true. That is true, best friend. Tonight is a late night special. So,
Yeah.
here we are.
And I started a new project.
Good.
It's not good. I got my granny square, two cross stitch whips, and my poodle I'm still working on.
Oh, I got to see that. In the future reference, that advertising the brand is not a good idea.
Yeah. So let me give me 1 second. I'll get that new project. All
Good.
right. So it's from the 19. I want to say the 1970s or 80s.
Ooh.
Only because of the look at those.
Oh, that's pretty. That is really pretty.
So the pattern said to make 35 squares. So
Ooh.
that means it's 7 down and 5 across.
Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. And
And
you're good, Crystal.
the pattern is a little bit confusing, and I'll show you why. Oh, no wonder. Here.
That's pretty. I like that colorway.
Oh yeah, this is the fall. This is it's like all autumn colors, all fall colors.
Ooh, I like that.
So at first I had to take it all the way down because I missed a couple of chain spaces in here.
Yeah.
You start out here and then kind of grows and you do 35 of these.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, but it's a kind of cool pattern.
Mm.
And then I got my Happy Mail.
Hey, Angela. What
Hi
did you get in
Angela.
your Happy Meal?
It was a spell book from Hocus Pocus.
Ooh, Hocus Pocus do got some pretty colors.
Oh yeah. So we went to see Emma on Sunday, and then
Yeah.
we went to a it's called Bronner's.
Yeah.
It's a all Christmas store.
Ooh.
Christmas 364 days a year. I think it's close to Christmas.
Yeah.
And I get home and I'm in the bathroom and I get an email from Amazon
Yeah.
and it's a picture of a box on the porch. And this is the book I ordered. Hocus
Ooh.
Pocus spell book.
I love Hocus Pocus. I still gotta watch the second one.
Yeah, so do I.
I
And
love it.
the some of the excuse me, the pictures are absolutely beautiful. Here's Mary or Winnie. Tell me that color is not gorgeous.
I like her the color of her hair, but that
Oh yes.
green, no.
And then Mary, the middle sister.
Whoa, I love that. I love the outfit on her.
Oh yeah, so do I. And then Sarah.
Well, I always love Sarah because she always says the craziest things.
I know.
Always
Here's
the craziest things. I love it.
something it says. Teasing, tempting, and snaring more than some, while shrouded in silk garbs of sweetest plum,
Yeah,
encouraging dreamers to stumble her way, boldest temptress, giddy, giggling, and gay, which back then meant happy.
yeah.
That was the olden terms for happy.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. Look at now. Tell me that picture's not absolutely stunning.
Yes, it is. It's stunning.
Hi, Linda.
Well, Miss Linda came in. Hi, Miss Linda.
And then here is this is the town of Salem.
You know they got a show called The Town of Salem on Hulu.
No, we
Yeah,
had
they got a show on Hulu called Salem.
we had
They
it for a
did
while, and then
two of them.
our subscription ended. My sister got it for us for Christmas. Here's like the outskirts,
Ooh.
and then here's their house.
Yeah, that's part of yeah, on Hulu they have two of them. The original one, and then they came out with one this past year with the updated version of it. I don't like the updated version of Salem because it's pretty much like the uh the modern day of it. I don't like it. And thanks, best friend, for coming up here tonight.
You're welcome. And there's a spell in here for to turn someone into a llama. Curse of the llama.
Curse of the llama.
Yeah, you can curse someone to a llama. I told my daddy better behave or I'm going to do it. And I'm going to put the spell on him so I can get free wool every year.
True. That is honestly true.
Oh, yeah. There's a spell in this. Hey, Tank, this spell is called A Spell to Drain a Witch of Magic.
Yeah.
And in this book, they spell it Magick.
Yeah.
Hi, Jen.
Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Kim. It's a Kelly. We have a Kelly Ray going on right now.
So that's my happy meal I got on Monday.
Hey, Young Bird. Hey, Bree. Oh, it's for everyone that's coming in. Hi, y'all. I can't keep
Hi,
up.
Christy.
Hey, Joy. For everyone that's coming in, hi.
Jen, I'm on my iPad and it's charging. I put or else I put in my headphones. Wait a minute. Hang on.
Eddie from Homestead, you ain't that far from me.
All right, I'm going to mute myself and try something. Pray for me. Pray for me it works because I'm drunk. And I don't know if it's going to work.
Now, you will be all right. Trust me, you will be just fine. Hey, Natural. Like I said, tonight is a late night show. We can talk about whatever. You will be just fine. You are not going to be drunk. Hangover? Maybe. Drunk? No.
Okay, Jen, are you hearing static now? Because I put in my headphones. And it's got a mic.
Cal. Cal.
Yeah.
This is what Kim said.
Yeah, you did. I had an entire bottle of wine. See? Okay. It'll be worth my iPad dying. Because I've got a iPhone and you gotta have a special jack to for the I probably will, Tank. I've already dedicated myself to that book. Hi, Kelly. Oh, I got it. I got it. 2 more Chris.
I just have to work in the morning. I have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Ugh. I got another Christmas present that I actually picked out today. It's a Charlie Brown crochet kit.
Charlie Brown country kit.
Yeah, a crochet kit. It's for Peanuts. The Peanuts King. Charlie Brown and Snoopy.
Oh, okay, I had to think because I remember Charlie Brown, and I had to try to remember in my Rolodex of what episode.
Yeah, it was. We went to Ollie's today, and guess you want to take a guess at how much it was?
Hey, VJ.
Hi, VJ.
Hey, about $4.
You're extremely close. $3.99.
Well, that's not bad at all.
No, compared it to Target. I just happened to be walking down one of the aisles.
Yeah.
As one does. It was like kind of like the main drag aisle.
Ooh.
And I see all the now you know purple is my favorite color in the entire universe.
Yes.
I see this pretty purple like tab
Yeah.
So we're getting closer, and I see The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hey, Shelly.
Hey, Shelly. And then we get closer, and there's a crochet kit.
Mm.
So I told my mom, and she's like, she goes, I need like one or two more things for you for Christmas. You want me to get it for you? And I said, sure. So she's like, put it in the cart. That one was $22.99.
So you got the devil is a lie. The
I
devil.
don't that's what I said, and then I looked it up on Amazon just to see, because you can go on Amazon and type in the exact kit.
Then
And
Jennifer said she wants to see.
the
Hey, Karen Thompson, how you doing, baby?
the Charlie Brown, I'll show you guys after Christmas because I'm technically not supposed to know. It's a Christmas gift. So of course, one of the panels on like right after Christmas, I'll show everybody my presents. But on Amazon, it was like $2. The crochet kit was uh The Nightmare Before Christmas was like $2 less,
Yeah,
and it looks like it's fun.
true.
I love do. I didn't believe this lady. She said that once you do amigurumi,
Yeah,
you're you're not gonna want to stop. And I looked at her and I said, Barb, I don't believe you. And she's like, okay, say what you will,
true.
and I'll show you. I got the Labrador over there. Crap, which I need to put next to my mom's stuff so she can give it to my aunt tomorrow, because she's going to see her.
True.
So here's one of them.
Oh, that's pretty. I like
His
the
name.
red.
Oh yeah, and then you can make a girl one, and the bow would go up here on the top of the head.
Ooh,
So his name is Blue Bunny,
ooh.
and then now this is from Friends. It's a Nisi said it was a episode of Friends.
Yeah.
Gobble gobble gobble. It's supposed to be a turkey,
Aw.
and then there's a couch over here in a tub I've got, and then this was supposed to be a Chihuahua, but I turned it into a Chiweenie. It's half Chihuahua, half Dachshund.
When you say Chiweenie, I was thinking about something else.
Of course you were.
I was thinking about something else when you said Chiweenie.
And then Dobby
Aw.
and Harry. I got this one for my birthday. Thank you, Jen. And then and this is what started it all. My mom got me these. It's a cacti kit
Yeah.
from Darn Good Yarns. And I've got so much stuffing it's not even funny.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, I said I need to get crochet and some amigurumi. But I was gonna make Emma a gnome from Jada and Stitches for Christmas, and I'm like, you know what? She's gonna be too young still. So I'm gonna wait until like her first birthday next June to make it. And then I'm not done with my amigurumi. Now these two are a tad bit bigger. This is Cyclops. They aren't they, Kim? Christina Creations by a Yankee Christina Anderson named her. I was just showing my other two best friend. This is Cyclops, the panda. And then now he was named after my grandpa's dad.
Yeah.
Over here. The one who's always over my shoulder.
Yeah.
his dad was named Otis Oliver.
Mm.
So I named him Otis Oliver after my great grandfather. And then
So sweet of you, Cam.
I had now the reason why he's got two different colored feet and two different colored ears is because I used Red Heart Super Saver latte stripes
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't I ran out of this color.
Mm.
So I improvised and used a different. I just used that. I'm like, it ain't gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
And then this was weird. I was using I think a size C or like a 2 millimeter or whatever. It
Mm-hmm.
had you doing Tunisian crochet on this. And I know how to Tunisian crochet,
Oh,
but I had to learn how to increase and decrease. And then I just put as I sewed it up, once I sewed up the top, bottom, and sides,
mm-hmm.
I just put a little bit of stuffing in there.
Well, let's knit it a little bit.
Yeah, I told him he had a nice chubby. He just got off of uh, winter hibernation and got some nice grass.
Mm.
So he's a little bit chubby and he had a little bit too many carrots. And then what I did when the whole carrot is made out of like the back loops.
Mm-hmm.
So then what I did was instead of sewing it, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, why not just sit there and make as I do the arms, just single crochet in the front loops
Mm.
because it'll be much more sturdy.
No, it's not bad.
No, and these are hang on, let me find the book. It's right here. There, it was a kit from the Goodwill store that I had found. I think last summer, and it's got 4 knit patterns and 4 crochet patterns. Ah, right here.
Sorry, I got my camera done because I'm eating.
Now I wanted to learn how. I wanted to do this one.
That's pretty.
Yeah. And then that's an elephant. Now the reason why I didn't do it is look at all of those doggone instructions.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait,
I have to
girl.
I'd have to do some practice on like that kind of stuff. Let me well there's no big picture of the pig. But there's a pig.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell me that one's not cute.
It is. It reminds me of the movie Bait from back in the
Yeah,
early 90s.
yeah, that's exactly what I said.
It reminds me of Bait from the early 90s.
Yeah,
And Piglet from
Winnie the Pooh. And then there's a cat, and I wanted to. When I found out my sister was pregnant, I actually wanted to do it. But here's the cat.
Aww.
Now tell that is. I think that's just absolutely cute.
Yes.
Thank you, Nene. And then so here's Cyclops,
Mm.
and it's absolutely hilarious. Now, mind you, my head did not have that big opening to go over here.
Yeah.
So I actually had to decrease on the body because it did not look like that.
Mm.
So I'm like thinking, okay, no, he's actually got one eye. He's
Yeah.
actually got one eye
Yeah.
because it said to embroider another eye on here, and I'm like, there's like no room.
Yeah.
So I just left her with one eye, and then I was showing Christina, on Messenger because we were video chatting,
Yeah.
and she's like, "That kind of reminds me of a cyclops."
But it's still
And I'm,
beautiful.
oh yeah, and I said, "Oh my God, Christina!" I said, "That's her name," and she's like,
Hi, Nana Michelle.
"Hi, Nana," and then
So guess what, Cam?
what?
I am on number 7 of my square.
Ooh,
Number 7.
I like that color.
I can show you the rest if you want me to.
Yeah.
I
Now tell me that's not cute. It's a
Oh,
little
yes. That's pretty. Make me think of the Madagascar the penguins.
yeah. And then there's a sheep that I want to do, but there's like just way too many bobbles. So here's the sheep. Now that's just too many bobbles for me.
He wants to see what I'm working
And then
on. Got him.
here is the rabbit.
Oh,
I showed. Wait until you see this one, best friend.
oh my goodness! I love the sheep. No,
I
I want
know.
to count sheep.
I was just saying I want to do this, but it's like that's just too many bobbles for me. It's overwhelming.
Try it, and you try and see what happens.
Yeah, I'd have to, like do a blanket with bobbles in it.
Yeah.
First is, like get used to it.
Ooh, I would love to see you work on that.
Oh yeah, but I got to get rid of some of this. Yeah, I got to get my poodle done, and I'm gonna hopefully either do it tomorrow, Sunday, or Monday.
Oh, you definitely guys showed me that poodle.
Oh yeah, and I was saying on somebody else's live, and I told my mom this: if I can't figure out how to do the curls
Yeah.
for, for the poodle,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it into a Weimaraner.
Uh, Butterworld wants to know what book is that, Cam?
Dorothea, I actually got it. I volunteer for those who don't know. I volunteer at my local Goodwill store 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I find the coolest stuff. So this was actually a kit from my Goodwill store.
Mm.
It's I think it's just knit and crochet friends. I'll hold still so you can snapshot it.
What's the name of the book, Cam?
I'm thinking it's this knit and crochet friends.
Hey, Ray.
Hey Ray, so if you want to snapshot it, go ahead.
Yeah. Because so far,
And then I think this is like the brand.
yeah.
Easy Home is I think the brand, and then this might be the title. So if you want to screenshot it and then go to Amazon and look for it.
So, Cam, look,
Oh no, I like that color.
this is 1, 2,
Ooh,
3,
you're welcome, Dorothea.
4,
You go, girl.
5, and 6. So I'm working on number 7 tonight. This is number 7. So yeah, about 3 weeks. Number 7 in 3 weeks. And I still have to go. I still got 5 more squares to go. Jennifer, I am making a king size blanket for a friend of mine.
And then I was on Ursula's panel this morning, and I told her I wanted it. This is from Creative Grandma.
Yeah.
It was written by her. It's fabulous floral dishcloths.
Yeah.
I wanna. There's 12 patterns in here,
Ooh.
and that floral tiles afghan I'm making.
Yeah.
I said I should do all of these patterns. They're circular dishcloths,
Yeah.
and I was gonna, make all of these, and then turn, after I get done with each one, turn it into a square,
Yeah.
and then make like an afghan out of them.
Hmm.
Wouldn't these make a pretty afghan? Make like two or three of each of them.
True. That's pretty.
Oh
And
yeah, and I did this one.
ooh, that's pretty.
Oh yeah,
I
I
like.
do too, Kim.
And
But
but oh, I'm making a king size blanket for a friend of mine, and I'm doing them in all squares.
I was gonna do that out of the Harry Potter book. I have the
Yeah.
crochet one. It was calling for 5 round granny squares and then sewing them up.
Ooh.
I and I had this plan. I was gonna do. I was gonna make them and then sew them all together. And I ended up getting so sick and tired of doing it because I just piled them up, and piled them up, and I'm like, I ain't got the patience for all of this with my ADHD. So I threw them all away in the garbage
Why?
because I was not gonna sit there and I was gonna make a gray square blanket just like that with all the um squares that I had made. I only ended up doing 3 strips.
Cam.
So I love sewing. Don't get me wrong, but that many doing it by hand, I just with my ADHD, I just get overwhelmed.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cam.
It's okay, but it's just if I want to do a granny square blanket, I'm gonna do it in the continual round
That's
like
true.
like this.
That is actually true.
I just don't have the patience to do all that hand sewing.
Yeah. And that's what I'm doing with this one when I'm done with it, because I have to do nothing but hand sewing with this one after I'm done.
This is gonna go on my This is gonna go on my bed when I'm done with it.
True.
And Christy, I watched Jada and Stitches do the Join As You Go, and I've watched it over and over again in her 2020 uh Afghan
Yeah.
with her patches. And it was like all too confusing for me. And I actually tried it with my second granny square when I started, and I just couldn't get the grasp of it. The Join As You Go.
Me personally, I like to join a After Effect after I get done with all my squares. That's me. But and I have white that I'm using to join them. I'm thinking about using my scraps from each one. So maybe me use my white as a border.
That'd be pretty with the pink and white.
Cause I'm like, good night, natural. Cause I'm thinking about like taking like, cause I still have a little bit of yarn from each one. So thank you, Kim. Right, cause I'm thinking about like the way I was doing it. I still have a little bit of scraps left from each ball, and I'm thinking about using those to join them, and then using my white as a border.
Oh, I got an. I as soon as you said that, I had an idea. Do like a white border to kind of clean up the edges.
Yeah,
and then like make a magic ball of all the pink balls. You know what I'm saying? Like do a magic knot
Yeah.
with all the pink yarn, and then do like a border with all the yarn that you use in that blanket. See if when you're done, as you're done, finish them up, make them into a ball, and
Yeah.
then see if it's big enough to do like a border.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's another reason why I want to use some of my scraps from each one so
Yeah,
together, and then use my white as the border.
yeah. Do like a what I'm saying is do a border in white to kind of clean up the edges and
Yeah,
and frame it, and then on top of the white, do a border of like the whole and every single pink color you used.
true. Hey, Miss.
Hi, hi, Mary. And right now with my blanket, I'm using Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton.
Is that blue or
No,
purple?
it's purple.
It looks blue on mine. That's why I was asking.
I can't. I was gonna put it on my shirt, yet I'm wearing a dark shirt. Right
Yeah, I can
here,
see purple. I can see the purple now. I can definitely see the purple.
and I've actually got three more. I think two or three more colors. You can see the next color coming up. It's the lime green, and
Ooh,
then it's actually, I think if I remember, it's called camel. The
ooh,
color, it's like a camel brown.
ooh.
Oh, and I made a dishcloth for Emma.
Oh,
Like little,
Emma.
she's 5. She turned 5 months on Saturday.
Oh, I miss my baby. I miss my baby. Oh my goodness, she is getting so big, Cam.
I know.
She is getting so big.
Oh, I saw this on Facebook. Hang on, let me turn down my brightness. It's a granny sticking up her middle finger, and it says, "Ain't checked in on me all year, and now need me to cook Thanksgiving dinner.
that
I
is
ain't cook. I ain't cooking nothing."
that is fact. I
Yeah,
honestly believe that. I
yeah,
I honestly wholeheartedly believe that because like some people in my family wants me to cook a whole Thanksgiving meal this year, and I'm like, half of I haven't talked to in like 2 years.
yeah.
Like that is straight facts, Cal. Hey, Lane.
Hi, Elaine. Here's another Emma. And then this was on Sunday.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. So, oh my God, I want the baby. I want the baby.
It is okay. So it was funny. My dad was holding on to her, and
Yeah,
my mom and sister were in the dining room at the
yeah,
uh, at the table. So I'm standing next to my dad, and
yeah.
I put my fingers out like this, and Emma grabs a hold of them, and I go tee 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 tee, and she just starts giggling like crazy. So I do it. She stops giggling, and I go tee 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 tee. And I mean, the whole time I'm sitting there going tee 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 tee
Oh my
tee,
goodness.
and she's just sitting there giggling away like crazy. And then all of a sudden, you know how babies are. She
Yeah,
gives that oof, like I've had enough. Like get away from me. I've had enough of you.
yeah, that's true.
So then she hears my mom talk. She hears mommy talking, and she's got thank you, Elaine. So she kind of starts fussing a little bit. So my dad holds her up so
Yeah,
she can see my sister. And then she settles down for a minute.
yeah.
And then And then he puts her back down and she sits in his arm for a minute. And then my sister starts talking again. And she starts fussing again. So my dad does the same thing, puts her up so she can see mommy, and then puts her back down, and then she starts fussing again. I'm like, Dad, just I'm looking at my dad, but facing my sister. So I'm like, Dad, let me just hold her so she can so she can see my sister. And he's like, okay. So I just hold her like this, facing my sister. And as soon as I did that, she just started calming down right away. And my brother-in-law had the flu for a couple of days, but you know how it is, the lasting effects of the flu.
Yeah.
So he finally was able to eat on Sunday, and he's making some noise in the kitchen,
Hmm.
and Emma's like kind of like trying to fall out of my arms to see what's going on in the kitchen. And I said, "Baby girl, you want to go see what Daddy's doing in the kitchen?" I
Hmm.
said, "Okay." I said, "Okay, I'll take you into the kitchen to see what Daddy's doing." So we waltzed into the kitchen, and I'm like, Daddy, Emma wants to see what you're doing.
Uh, hold down
So
five now, Miss Kim.
he
Hold down
he
five now.
yeah.
Miss Kim, don't talk about snow because I'm getting snow next week and I don't want snow. It messes with my arthritis. I do not want the snow at all.
Now that word right there, this S word, is a cuss word in Michigan. Kim, you come to Michigan and say that word, that S word, you gonna get your butt whooped.
I do not want no snow, Miss Kim. See, where I live at, I live close to Michigan,
Yeah, you're about 8 hours away.
and like I don't want it.
No,
And
I
once, and I'm like, Lord help me, Lord help me, no snow.
I mind it from a distance.
And I'm like, no snow, no snow,
Yeah,
no snow. I don't want
I've
no
al-
snow.
I've always said you can do the snow. Those 2 weeks were off of school, but after that, the snow can go away.
No snow in the south. Then Miss Kim, come up here to the north and you can get all the snow that you want.
Yeah,
You would not like it here at all. With the temperature drop, the amount of snow that we get, that you do not want the amount of snow that we get during the winter time at all. You say you want it now, but Miss Kim, I love you. You would not want it at all.
no,
I want the snow. And it will be times like the one year. I remember a few years back, the highest that we had in where the city I live in, the temperature, I remember it was back in 94. 94, 90, it was back in 94 because that was the year that my sister was born. It snowed on St. Patrick Day, and the temperature was 20 something degrees outside, negative 20 something degrees outside. And that week, we had at least 8 snow within a week.
I believe it.
And
Now
then
my
that wait because where I live at, I have rivers. And then on top of that, the streams and the little small lakes and stuff like that with the effect of the water. It's like, oh no, no. It is cold. And like I will tell people, if you are not from the northern states, if you're not from, you have to live here in order to don't get a coat from down south. You have to live in the northern states to get a coat. I'm telling you that now. You have to live up north. That is in colder waters, and I am one of what 15 states that are cold.
yeah,
You have to buy coats from here because if you not buy coats winter, you will freeze to death.
Oh yeah, my
I
grandma.
that
I
now.
called my grandma up north, my mom's mom,
Yeah.
and I said, "Grandma, how's the lake?" Mind you, it was October 1st. I will never forget that date, but the year has escaped me.
Ooh.
So I call her and I'm like, "Grandma, how's the lake?" And she goes, "You
Mhm.
know my picture window in the living room?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah." She goes, "I can't see out of it."
Mm.
And she had a cement like floral box made that she would put her flowers in every year.
Yeah.
She had like a little garden, and I'd say it was like a foot and a half from the ground, and it came right up to underneath the picture window. She goes, "It's completely, I can't see out of it. It's covered with snow from side to side, top to bottom."
Mm.
And same with her kitchen window. Same thing. She couldn't see out of it. And the rest of the windows are kind of low to the ground.
Yes.
So she goes, "We can't see out of it any of our windows."
Because I know, like, what was it? About where I live, about, I think it was like 2 winters ago, even with my heat on, I still had to take my hair dryer, my literally hair dryer, to defrost my windows, like, majority of my windows in my house, because they frosted over so bad. And then I remember last year, this past winter, I didn't know, I was on my way to work, did not know that my front porch steps had black ice on it. Went to go step back onto my steps to go to work, and next thing you know, bloop, 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 I went down all 3 steps. I caught my job and called in and told them that I was going because I was on my way to the hospital because I couldn't move. They told me I still had to come into work after I left the hospital. I was pissed. I was mad as hell when they told me I still had to come in. I'm like, dude, still and mess my back up for falling on black ice coming here after y'all told me I still had to come in after a real nasty snowstorm. Like, really? Like, this is how y'all.
I remember a couple of years ago at the workshop that I used to go to before it closed.
Mm,
It only closed because of the COVID
yeah,
and like the lack of funding.
yeah,
And I'll never forget it. It was that year we had the brutal cold,
yeah.
and all of a sudden, one of the drivers comes in and calls the people that depended on the van to come get them. She goes, "We're not transporting until because it's so bitter cold, and we're not risking our lives to come out and get you. So if your staff or your parents want to drop you off, go for it." And she's telling me, and I'm like, "Penny, if you ain't coming to get me, I ain't coming in. So you can just mark me absent." So then I think it was like that whole week. It was like a Thursday, Friday, and then that whole next week, I didn't even bother coming in. And I'm asking one of the one on the ones. I said, "So Rose, who all showed up this week?" And she mentioned like 5 people besides herself and her client that came in. Because if it's too brutally cold, my asthma don't like it. And if it's too extremely hot with 5,432,514% humidity,
Ooh,
my asthma don't like it. Michigan is bad with humidity because we've got
yeah,
we're surrounded by 4 lakes, the Great Lakes. So we get really, really bad humidity up here in Michigan. And my asthma don't like that. It can tolerate I'd say at the most 90-degree weather with with very little to no humidity.
yes.
But
And
if it's even the slightest amount of humidity, my asthma don't like it.
'Cause-
It don't like that with all that humidity and the very very high temperatures.
yeah, that's true. Mine's is like with my arthritis. I'm fine during the summertime because it ain't that bad.
Right.
But during the wintertime, like right now, because of that hurricane that's going on down in Florida right now,
Your arthritis can feel
and
it.
all that rain, what they're getting, we're getting the aftermath because of all that rain. And remind you, it's already cold here. So between the rain and the cold, the actual temperature outside can be like 60 degrees. Like right now, when I checked my phone, it was 60 degrees. But with the rain, it dropped down to 40
Yeah.
degrees. And
We,
it's
we're,
like my arthritis is hurting so bad because every time it rains, I have a throbbing in both my knees and my feet swell. And it's just like, and Jennifer, I swear, like I have 3 steps in front of my house. And it's just like, Lord, when I fell, when my job told me, like this is like the job I left because of what happened. They literally tried to force me to come into work after I messed my back up. And I had a doctor's excuse saying that I wasn't allowed to work for 4 days because that's how bad I messed my back up. They talking about you still have to come in. So I was like, they was like, well, if you don't come in, you're fired. I was like, what's the point? I quit. That's how I looked at it.
yeah.
Like I'm not coming in. I feel like this. My health is more important than any job. Any job.
Yeah.
That's my health. And then on top of that, with my husband and my son, their health is also too.
Oh yeah.
So I'm more worried about my health, my husband's health, my son's health. More important, like yes, I do need to work to maintain my household, but if I don't take care of my health, my husband's or my son's, then how am I to work? If that makes sense.
Exactly. And like with my gout, my I would and right before I got diagnosed, mind you, I had already pretty much diagnosed myself. So I already knew I had gout, but I think it was in like 2018 or 19 I got you know, fully diagnosed by my doctor,
See you later, Miss Kim.
by Kim. And so I go in, and before I go in, I'm just like, every day I'm calling into the secretary and saying,
Yeah,
Ann, and she goes, your foot's acting up again. I said, yeah. She goes, all right. She goes, honey, you just get better. Don't even worry about it. I'll mark you absent.
true.
So,
Miss Mary, I haven't heard from you since you came in. What the heck is going on with you, Miss Mary? Miss Mary,
and
you know be talkative. What's going on, Miss Mary?
so I go back on my parents' wedding anniversary
Yeah,
that year, and I wrap up my foot to kind of keep it protected.
yeah,
And then this one day where my mom had to come pick me up so we could do some errands.
yeah,
I was going to Meals on Wheels that day. I wrap it so tight, and it's like I'd say about an inch, 2 inches thick. I
yeah.
cram it into my shoes, and it's fine and fine. So then we start doing our errands,
Mm-hmm.
and the next day I call in and say my foot's bothering me again,
Ooh,
and she goes, "All right, you take." The secretary's like, "Cameron, you take care of yourself. I'll mark you absent." She
that's true.
goes, "You need not say more. Take care of yourself." So the next day, I call in and she goes, "Let me guess. you're not coming in. And I said, no. And she goes, your foot. I said, yes. So then, it was Cinco de Mayo.
Ooh, I love me some Cinco de Mayo.
And I finally said, Mom, Dad, do whatever you got to do and take me to the hospital, make me an appointment. I don't care. I can't take this pain. And now when my parents know when I say I can't take this pain, it's
Yeah.
because I have I have a high tolerance for pain. So
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Mary.
we hope you feel better, honey.
Well, you will always be with us. Take
Yes.
care of yourself, Miss Mary, okay?
So she's like, and she was going to she worked for this doctor.
I
It's like a bookkeeper, and
love you.
love you. And so my mom dials the number, says to my dad, honey, making an appointment. We couldn't get in until 7:45 that night,
Yeah,
and I'm sitting here like, at this point, Dad, just cut off my freaking foot, cut
true.
off, cut off my toe because I can't take it. So I'm sitting there on my safe. I've got a little safe over here by my side, and I'm sitting there with it like propped up. And I go in with a sandal and a slipper
Mm,
because of the pain. So I go in, and my nurse,
true.
she's not my nurse right now because he's training.
Yeah,
It's like a multitude of doctors in the same practice,
true.
and she's like, Cameron. So I go back.
You're
My
welcome, Miss Mary.
mind you, my dad's kind of got to help me. It's like the crippled leading the crippled. And she doesn't, she sees me walking in, and she doesn't even weigh me. She's like, come on, let's go to the room. Let's go. So she goes, what are you here? And she looks down, and she looks at my feet and goes, it's got something to do with the slipper on your foot. And I said, yeah. She goes, I'll go get the doctor.
But
And I,
Cam and everyone, I am going to end a little bit early tonight because I do have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So on that note, I am going to end a little bit early.
all right.
Love you, best friend.
Love you too, best friend.
Everyone, bye. Love you. See ya. Everyone, stay safe. Have a good night. I love y'all.
Love you guys.
For coming over past.